is up, everyone? This is IndieGamerRetro, and welcome back to Monster Sanctuary for the PC. So I initially was going to wait until the next update came out because they were supposed to add all this extra stuff to the game, like character customization, and I think like a couple areas and like some other like stuff they're going to throw in there. But I mean, like character customization, like you can like change the way that your character looks, not just between male and female, like when you started your new game, but like what your clothes look like and your skin color and all that other stuff. So that was going to be pretty cool. And like the new area, I think was going to be just like a not an arena type area, but you can do like special battles or something. I don't remember exactly offhand. And I'm actually going to forego doing an area this episode because I was going to head off here to the Stronghold Dungeon and then head up into the Mystical Workshop for the next area. But I'm actually going to spend time just messing around with my monsters this episode. So it's going to be probably a short one, like 20, maybe 25 minutes. I'll probably make it just that short. And check out the, I go over to the, oh god, this area here. Freaking the old forest. No, that's not right. Oh god. Ancient woods, there we go. Good lord, my Brian just got done retorted. And check out like the Tree of Evolution and start working on my monsters. And I'm like, wait a minute, I don't really know what monsters I'm gonna need to actually evolve. And I was like, wait a minute, yes I do. I mean, kinda sorta do. If you remember, a few areas where you fought the monsters, like in Stronghold Dungeon, for example, when you fought the Grulu, it would drop a Grummy egg. Plus, what the hell did it drop? Dropped to something, because I actually made a list of like some of the things. Stardust, there we go. I made a list of like the things that would drop. Or like if you go over here into the underworld, you'd fight the Mega Rock. It would drop a Rocky egg plus a Giant Seed. So I just correlated that to meaning that to turn it into that, you needed the egg it drops plus that evolution item to actually make it. So here I am running around to all these areas trying to figure out what I need to make what. Hopefully I got them all. I also spent like a lot of time off screen, like maxing out my characters. A lot of these were already level 40, and I just finished capping out the other ones that weren't level 40, which weren't that many from my original team. Because I actually got rid of like most of them, and a lot of these other ones that I've kept, I'm just using strictly for utility. Like Goblin King is Earth Orb, Grummy is Water Orb, Mogwai is Ice Orb, Queelan is, Mount. Spinner's actually pretty dope, so I actually will use him at some point. And he also does like Invis. This one just moves heavy shit, that one sees in the dark, that one grapples. And then I went and picked up the ones that I need to actually evolve into certain ones, because I also have, oops, wrong button, also have the items. That's just like extra shit I didn't get rid of. Where are they at? There we go. Like items that are needed to actually do the evolution of said monsters. So I'm actually gonna go ahead and just take care of all of that now. So okay, so I'll just talk to the frickin' tree. Alright, Tree of Evolution. Present a catalyst at the Tree of Evolution and change the form of one of your monsters. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and go with Darkstone. If you remember, I got that when I fought the Draconoir at the end, or the Draconoir, I don't know how it's pronounced. Draconoir, I guess it rolls easier off the tongue. At the end of the Underworld, which also dropped a Draconov egg. So that does Draconov, yes, Draconoir. Or Draconoir. Draconoir. Noir means black, so Draco's dragon. So, Black Dragon. And Huzzah! Kitty Cat. It's like physical, neutral, magical neutral that does like blind and... Okay, this is blind. Does get channeled sorcery, so that's nice. That magical earth. I could have went physical earth, but guess either or is fine. Okay. Excuse me. Yeah, it's not too bad either. Looks like a lot of his abilities are like status effect and like buffing you and debuffing the enemy, so okay, what's next? Okay, giant seed. That one's going to be Rocky. Yes, Mega Rock. Oh, I said Mega Roche. Okay, check you out. Okay, so wow. Okay, so he gets physical neutral, physical earth. That also does a shield. Physical fire and wind. Like, holy crap. He also gets channel. I actually just stopped it at channel and didn't do sidekick. Because he's got channeling balance that increases damage dealt by 7.5% and reduces damage taken by 7.5%. That already does another 7.5%, so it's doing it 15% less damage from enemies with him already. It's like, okay. Alrighty. So yeah, it turns out these can also drop in the reward chests whenever you do the Monster Army thing. So yeah. So I actually just went and leveled that one up. I'm gonna actually switch that one to someone else. I don't know yet. I might just leave it on him. You know, he's pretty freaking badass now. Hell, I might actually have him replace my monk now. I mean, he pretty much beats him in like every aspect. The only thing he doesn't have is water. And honestly, I'm not really overly concerned that he doesn't have water. I mean, I have several other characters that have water. So, I mean, you know what? I'll just figure it out. Later. Okay, so Firestone. That one for the Dracogran. Yay, big kitty. Big, swole, thick kitty. Alrighty, his is primarily fire-based. Went ahead and went like this direction. Yes, I could have gone that way with critical damage plus 50%. So it actually would have done like 100% critical damage, so it would have been a literal double of what his attack is. This adds glory, and that already increases critical chance by 10% and critical damage by 20%, and that's like an actual buff that just stays on you, you know? Now he does get this one, that's also pretty good. Cleansing Flame does magical fire damage and removes buffs from targets, so I probably won't even use that one. Or maybe like once or twice after this one's done on an enemy. Aerial Strike, physical damage with wind, applies Sidekick, which I think Sidekick adds an additional 40% damage hit. So, I completely forgot I freaking had this on him. Why no one else was freaking using it yet? I think I wanted to like the sub abilities from the other one, like other weapons like mono regen and defense and all that other junk. That's actually not too bad either. I kind of wish the defense was a little bit higher, but you know what? Good enough. All right. Okay, so Sunstone. That should be. Oh, yes, Sizzle Knight. Praise the sun. Okay, what do we have? Alrighty. Okay, so he gets magical and physical wind, as well as magical and physical fire, but I went ahead and just stuck him with physical. It seems like physical would just be better for him. There's lots of other things, like when he gets attacked, he blinds an enemy. more damage against a blind enemy. He's got not 1, but 2 defense focuses, so defense recruitment increases by 50%. All monsters receive 7.5% less damage, as well as 15% less damage from multi-target hits. So I'm wondering, those should stack. So that's like, you know, a number I can't math right now in my freaking head. Increased stats gained from weapons by 25% for all allied warrior monsters. Increased fire damage, so that does more. You know, shock does more, like, yeah, shock hits do slightly more damage. And more stacks. And this one, when attacking a single target, triggers shock damage on all enemies. So I hit one, they all get it anyway, so haha. Defense is a little kind of meh. But that can be easily remedied. And that's not too shabby. So, with, you know, defense were like 400-ish. I prefer them to be about like 400, 450, but you know, that's what experimenting's for. I could just, you know, tinker with his gear later. Alrighty. So let's see what these things actually do. Okay, you make a big rock. Okay, lightning orb, can't figure that. Ooh, improve flying. And improve flying. Huh. I should get rid of you, because you're kind of funky looking. I want to keep that one, probably. Okay, but oh, excuse me, so I have a couple more left to do. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Okay. Let me see. Hitting the wrong button. There's a feather. Should be for you. Yes, Silvera. His is mostly like physical neutral, magical wind, magical water. I went ahead and just got him like a magical water all, because his physical attacks plus like a couple of like passive abilities will automatically inflict chill at the beginning of the round. I forgot where the hell it was at. Is it that one? But the sort of combat and like other things will like trigger chill to like proc. Even though I normally don't go for like hit everything kind of thing, but you know what? I don't really give a crap. Ignores 20% of defense. Increases chance to dodge 8%. Can do sidekick and barrier all, as well as might and sorcery all. I was knocked for the first time. Okay, yeah, revive 10%. My goblin wizard has that, or goblin warlock has that. So his is mostly like defense and utility, pretty much. Meh. Like I said, I can come back and just tinker around with a lot of this later. That mostly just for like the crit heal, if I can actually, you know, well, heal self 500 for its critical hit of an attack, you know, it's something. Defense is kind of meh. Like I said, I'm gonna come back and like redo all of these later when I actually properly sit down and look at all of their things. You probably do, yeah, greatly levitates player. Still gonna probably get rid of you anyway. I'll probably keep that one, just, you know, kill. Okay. Volcanic ash. That was who wrote that shit down. That is you. Yes, Glodra. Alrighty, so a physical attack just completely sucks. But I mean, everything in here is like magical based. Like wind, fire, pretty good healing. Okay, damn, see, that's what I'm talking about, you know? My defense freaking 500, mana 401, lots of other things. It's like higher defense than like half my other things that I have. Jesus. Okay, what do you do? Light up dark room. Okay. Okay, so let's go have to toss up between those two whenever I actually get around to checking those out. Magical clay. That should be for this one. Yes. Turn into Ninky Naka. Alrighty, this one has magical fire, magical earth, physical water, physical fire, as well as regeneration and sidekick. That's not too bad. I usually don't go for like full defense, like barrier, agility, spell shield, regen, and all that, because it's like just self-casting. I just, you know, rather just have something like this and just cast on everyone. Well, that would probably be, you know, a lot more efficient, like in the long run, but so you can apply poison. Like an okay utility one. His defense is kind of oof. Yeah, that'll be fine. Alrighty, so he gets magical earth, does poison damage. Physical water, that can't be dodged, that's pretty good. And physical fire, that it does an additional, well, this one, additional 45% critical damage. That's pretty good. So I got him support level 3, so regen and sidekick to everyone. Also like multi-stack sidekick and regen, so more than one, as well as lots of like shielding ones. Like we apply a buff, it does a shield. Plus another shield when you do a passive, well, active or passive healing skill. Not too bad. Defense could be like a little bit better. Alrighty. Attack and magic's not too bad. Again, I wish his defense was like a little bit higher, like around like 400 or so, but still 390s. Not too bad. Like I said, I'm gonna go and like retinker with all of this off screen and just find out what works best with all the characters. Okay, what do you do? Activate Earth Orbs. Ooh, excuse me. Okay, so toss between that one and the Goblin King. Okay. Cocoon. Let's go for that one. Magma Moth. Alrighty, his is physical fire, or magical fire if I would have gone that way. I chose to go towards Lava Rush instead. It does a little bit more damage, and it ignores 50% of the target's defense damage reduction value if it has burn. I have several things that automatically do burn, like the first critical hit of an attack, and every hit has a 10% chance to apply burn. So that can make it proc anyway while I'm using that. Yeah, I'm not really concerned with that. Also gets magical neutral damage. Switched over to that one, so it'll apply weakness when I use it. Agility and sidekick for like utility. Everyone does 5% more damage. Physical wind. Like a couple of shielding ones, like slight damage boosters and all that. Like a slight offensive one. Alrighty. Okay, what do you do? Excuse me, burns fines. Okay. Shouldn't have that much more to go. So that one should be for... Oh, no, don't get that one. This one. Yes. Turn Grummy into Grulu. Alrighty, his ability is magical water. That is armor break as well. You get shield and restore. Hex supporting, that's always good to have. Magical water all, and magical damage fire when I got that. As well as, you know, a chance to apply a burn and armor break. Proliferate, applying a debuff, trigger additional 30%, okay. That'd be nice to use when he does that one. Increase defense by 1.5% monsters max health. So I just got all the health bonuses, and then actually jumped it up by like several points. Multi-armor break. Lots of shielding. I got that one that will automatically heal me whenever I'm attacking. This one will automatically give me a shield whenever I get healed, active or passively. And this one, because I have a shield cast on me, this is going to throw another shield on someone else. So that's super cool. And then this one, while under the effect of a shield, monsters in the party deal 10% increased damage. So, yeah, if I do it right, I can keep a shield on everyone and do like pretty good damage. 5 to 40% magical wind damage, 50% chance to apply a random debuff. Damn, okay. Alright, that'll work. Because that'll work really nicely. Okay. And you probably did the same thing as the Grummy does. Yeah, activate Water Orb. Yep, one more. Heal. Yeah, turn the Minotaur into a Megator. It's a big moo cow. Alright, this one has physical, neutral, physical water, as well as 2 different magical waters. Went ahead and forego the physical water one so I can pick up this one so I can get chill. That'll help out a lot. It also has physical earth, as well as barrier and regeneration. A couple of other little utility ones, like multi-sorcery, sorcerer. Whenever I exploit a weakness, it gives me sorcery, and then I have shared sorcery that whenever I get it, I automatically give it to someone else. Plus I can multi-stack it now. Then might, I have one, yeah, right here too. Whenever I exploit a weakness, it gives me might and a shield. Shared might gives might to someone else, plus multi-might. So huzzah. Got 2 protectors, so enemies do 15% less damage to me. This Coolio's regeneration and barrier also increase mana regen. So that's pretty cool as well. Other than that, his stats really aren't that impressive. I don't, you know, when I first came across these in the Snowy Peaks, I didn't have any trouble with these. That's obviously, I mean, I was like, you know, over leveled. Yeah, that's like really freaking cool to have. I don't remember where I even got that at. I think I got it somewhere in the underworld. I'm not even sure. I know I picked it up from something. Mana regen, I kind of wish that was a little bit higher, but like I said, I'm going to retweak stuff later. Okay. And what do? You probably like break shit or something. Nope, you activate ice orbs. Okay. Ice orb, really? No. Okay, I guess you activate ice orbs. Alrighty. And that actually... oh, excuse me. That should actually call it for all of that. I'm going to like 20-something minutes, but before I finish up this episode, I'm actually going to come back here. And you remember that lady that was looking for a Dodo egg? Well, I actually picked up some of them over here in the Horizon Beach area. So I'm going to go ahead and give her one and see what she gives me in return. Because she says she has something already. It should be her over here. Hello again. We found a Dodo egg. I'll have to transform it into a shock hopper. Okay, that's what it was she was going to give me. She was going to give me a shock hopper egg. Yes. Great. What kind of Dodo egg would you like to transform? Shock hopper egg will turn out the same way. I only have unshifted. Alright, step back now. I'll initiate the shock freezing process. Process is finished. We created a shockhopper egg. It's an egg. We've actually done it. Honestly, I wasn't sure if it would work. I've never before had the opportunity to bring an extinct monster back to life. It's been a great thing. Thanks to you, a new monster species has been brought to the sanctuary. The monster science community thanks you for your service. Take this as a token of gratitude. Okay, it's meh. If you like, I can transform more dodo eggs and shockhopper eggs for you. Meh, I'm good. I have all the good. So I saw my dodo egg from before. Go ahead and just do that one. And shockhopper. Ooh, a thunder penguin. I didn't call it thunder penguin. That sounds awesome. Okay. Alright, so he gets physical wind. What is physical damage? And magical damage. That hits everything, so I didn't really bother with that. He also gets sidekick and might, as well as channel and sidekick. That's pretty good. Then I got this one. Channel also increases damage dealt by 7.5% and reduces damage taken by 7.5%, so that's always super awesome. Every buff action applies another random buff. That's super cool too. And got it twice, so it'll do it 2 times. So I guess whoever. I think it's like randomly cast on whoever actually does it. One attack also heals. I didn't actually worry about getting the actual heal spells because I don't particularly like this one. Unless it's the one that does healing and removes buffs. Like the one my Warlock has, Goblin Warlock. Otherwise I didn't really bother with it. Also picked up both of these. Heal all monsters in the party by 4% of the monster's max health at the start of every turn. But got them both, so that's 8%, so that's almost like, what, 400, like 80 something or whatever number that would be. Weakness causes the enemies to take 10% increased damage, so that's pretty good as well. Okay, oops, too far. That'll do for now. Probably not going to keep that one. And lastly, oh, excuse me, is this shockhopper. Okay. So magical neutral also applies weakness. Ooh. Magical water applies chill. I actually switched it over and got that one. There's an additional 40% hit for every chill on the target. I have like chill increasing damage. Like chill damage increased by 10%. I'm sorry. Ooh, God, I'm getting sheepy. Applies chill at the start of combat and gives me a chance to apply chill plus multi-chill. So it's gonna make that do a lot more than pretty much the same thing of all I just said. But for magical damage wind with the shock effect, I'll apply shock at the beginning of combat for this one. A chance to apply shock. This is when party recovers hit points where they trigger shock damage, like multi-shock, toxic reaction. Whenever I shock something, I have a chance to apply poison to it as well. This one went ahead and got the Master Sword. I couldn't think of what this one was called. Like full heal plus like, or not full heal, but like a big heal to everyone and removes 2 buffs. 2 debuffs, I'm sorry. Auto restore attacking also removes 2 debuffs to the monster with the most debuffs to the party. As well as hexaporting. You always want to try to get hexaporting whenever. If you don't do an active turn, like attacking something, it'll apply a random debuff. Shielding. Nice. And that's actually not too bad. Going back to his abilities, I might actually have him replace my Goblin and Warlock. Because his magic's higher. And his defense. And I can retweak his stuff into his health and mana regen. I mean, I'll lose poison, but I get like all this other stuff to go with it, you know? Get like more attack and stuff. Okay. Alrighty guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and call it here. My damn headphones keep sliding off my face. Probably gonna do like I said and just go off screen, retweak equipment, retweak all the monsters that I just did. you know, so I can maximize the benefits of like all their skills and equipment and whatnot. And then I'm gonna meet you back in the Stronghold Dungeon and make my way into the Mystical Workshop. So I'll just take care of all that next time. So until then, this is IndieGamerRetro on Monster Sanctuary. Later, guys.